Hi guys, welcome to channel Krika Oxygen. So today we are going to relive one of the greatest Indian captains to have played the game. In fact, the greatest wicketkeeper batsman to play the game. That is, as you all know, MS Dhoni. We're going to relive his career. That is on the special day. That is July 7th, his birthday. So we're going to just relive his career and bring back all our childhood memories. So in this video, we are going to look at the career of Mahendra Singh Dhoni and just relish all the memories. So stay tuned. Hi guys. So as I told you, we're going to talk about Mahendra Singh Dhoni's career and going to relive it. Speaking on one hand, starting from his debut at Chittagong in 2004, where he came in as a wicketkeeper batsman and unfortunately had got out for a duck in his debut, a run out against Bangladesh. From then on, we see him as a leader, where he's today as one of the greatest leaders the world has ever seen and greatest wicketkeeper batsman the world has ever seen. So let's talk about this journey. First of all, we all saw his first century at in Pakistan, where he had smashed the bowlers around. His 148 at Vizag was really good and it raised many eyebrows. In fact, at that time, India were looking for a good wicket-keeping option. That is, they had tried many like Parthiv Patel, Dinesh Karthik were also there in their early days. So at that time, Rahul Dravid was forced to keep wickets for India, and when they saw this guy from Ranchi, everyone were impressed and everyone we all felt that we had got a good wicket keeping option in him, and he didn't disappoint us. So from then on, one of the best knocks Dhoni has ever played in his career is the 183 not out in the Savai Mansingh Stadium at Jaipur, where 183 not out, where he had smashed quality bowlers like Chaminda Was, Muthaiya Muralidharan into the stands, and this was the greatest knock in my opinion of MS Dhoni, and till date it is the highest score by an wicketkeeper batsman. So speaking of all this, the turning point of his career came in 2007, where where India had a forgettable World Cup in 2007 and ODI World Cup in 2007, and India were looking for a good captain at that time, and then came the inaugural season of the World T20, where India had decided to rest all its experienced players like Sachin, Saurav Ganguly, Rahul Dravid, and most of the senior players were rested, and India had left for the World Cup with a very young squad. So the front runner for the captain of this side was Yuvraj Singh, but surprisingly MS Dhoni was chosen as the captain of the side, and many were surprised with this decision. But that day, when the selectors took a risk, that had become a master stroke, and India has produced the greatest captains ever seen. So going from there on, all his decisions have proved vital and have been so great. Right from his first game as captain, the group match against Pakistan, where the game had tied and India had to go out for bowl out, everyone thought that he would go with frontline bowlers like Irfan Pathan, Joginder Sharma, Srishant, but Dhoni didn't have that plan. He had a different strategy, wherein he had went with part-time bowlers like Virender Sehwag, Robin Uthappa, and experienced Harbhajan Singh. So, but surprisingly, all three of them had hit the stump and eventually gave India the victory. So, after that game, a few years later, in an interview, few of them really revealed that it was a strategy of Dhoni where he didn't position himself outside the off stump as he would do for a spinner, but he had positioned him straight, so that when you look at him and bowl, it would easily hit the stump. So all of these strategies shook the world at that time, wherein people haven't seen such a great, such a captain, such a good captain, and people didn't understand Dhoni's minds at many of the times. So this made him actually more special, and beat the decision in the 2007, that is the World T20 final, where he had given to a final over to Joginder Sharma, despite Harbhajan Singh having an over. He had given the final over to Joginder Sharma, and he eventually won it for the. He eventually won it for India, and India were crowned World T20 champions. So all these decisions, which were taken at that instinct, proved efficient, and made him a more successful captain. Speaking, a bit of luck was also there on his side. So after that phase, 2007 to 2010 was a very good phase for Dhoni. In fact, speaking the 2008 CB series, where Australia were considered favourites, the tournament was held in Australia, and where Australia were considered favourites, India went on to win the series, and it was a memorable one for everyone. And from there on to 2009, where a series of victories against New Zealand, Sri Lanka had taken India to the number one ICC Test, number one spot in the ICC Test rankings, and this proved to be one of the best phases of Dhoni's career. Parallelly, on the other hand, Dhoni had also he had constructed the squad. Because at that time, we all knew that the 2011 World Cup was going to be held in India, and we all knew that India had firm chances for that tournament. Having all these in mind, throughout that 3 years, Dhoni had bought in and tried many options like Pragyan Ojha, RP Singh, Praveen Kumar into the side, and then he had made that squad better by bringing in experience, and that squad was shaped very well, and obviously India went on to win the 2011 World Cup. So we all knew Dhoni as a leader, but this proved the highest point of his career, where he had won the World Cup for India, and after Kapil Dev, he was the second captain, as we all know. And we all know that throughout that World Cup, Dhoni wasn't there in the greatest form, and speaking of that, people were worried about that. Throughout the tournament, Dhoni didn't have big knocks, but the special one came at the right time during the final, that is the World Cup final, where he had made this tactical decision of bringing in himself instead of Yuvraj Singh at number 5, which proved to be a very good decision of because of playing spin. And then this decision proved to be worth, and as we all know, the partnership between Dhoni, Gambhir and Yuvraj, that is both of these partnerships took India to the victory. And on the other hand, also during the playing 11 of that final, Dhoni had bought in Srishant, leaving Ravichandran Ashwin, and this was actually speaking a gamble actually. So this was just a hit or miss decision by MS Dhoni, as you all know. But also on the other hand, luck is concerned, Srishant is a lucky charm. As you all know, he was there in the 11 of the 2011 World T20 final, and he proved to be a lucky charm, and India won both the games. So after this, Dhoni had tasted success once again in the 2013 Champions Trophy, wherein he had made more tactical decisions in this tournament, where he had opened with he had got a new opening combination. In the place of Sehwag and Gambhir, he got the opening combination of Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan, which proved to be magnificent, and they went on to break many records. And then speaking, Shikhar Dhawan had a great tournament. On the other hand, even Rohit Sharma had a great tournament. And the bowling department's concerned, Umesh Yadav and Bhuvneshwar Kumar also had a very good tournament. And India found a new swing bowler in place of Bhuvneshwar Kumar, in the form of Bhuvneshwar Kumar. And then Ravindra Jadeja was also groomed well under MS Dhoni through that phase, where he had also transformed into a good all-rounder and had been recognized by MS Dhoni. So by winning that, we all know that he is the only captain to win all three ICC tournaments, and I think that till date he is the most successful captain in the world, and this would be a very tough record to break in the coming days. So as we all know, he is one of the most successful. These are all known facts, but we all know that his IPL career has been great as a batsman, as a captain also. The interesting fact about this is that MS Dhoni was in fact the costliest player in the 2008 auction, where he had justified that price until date. He is one of the most successful IPL captains, where he has led CSK to 3 titles and speaking 8 finals respectively. And also, on the other hand, one thing is that they haven't failed to qualify for the playoffs even a single season, and this has been a great achievement, and no side has done it in the IPL. We all know MSD as Captain Cool, and speaking of this nickname which is given to him, he has won the Fair Play Award 6 times out of the 10 seasons which CSK has played, and this is one of the greatest achievements a franchise can do, and CSK have won the most Fair Play Awards in the IPL, as you all know. So this shows how calm a leader and how cool he is, and which justifies his nickname Captain Cool. Also speaking, on the other hand, MS Dhoni has been really good in spotting talents, like right from 2008 IPL. That is, we see Sudeep Tyagi, we saw bowlers like Manpreet Goni, who went on to play for India, and also like talents like Ravichandran Ashwin, who is one of the best off spinners in the world right now, and Ravindra Jadeja, as we spoke previously. Dhoni has been so good in spotting talents. Also in the 2018 season, as we all know, he had made this tactical decision of bringing in Ambati Rayudu in the top order, that is, playing him as an opener. Throughout all these years, we have seen Ambati Rayudu only as a middle order batsman playing for MI, scoring those important runs. But this tactical decision of Dhoni opening him with Ambati Rayudu had made him a better batsman, and also one of the best IPL seasons of Ambati Rayudu, and also helped CSK win the title in the 2018 season. And Ambati Rayudu's contribution had been vital in that tournament. So speaking of all this, we have witnessed great knocks of MS Dhoni, be it the knock in the World Cup final, be it the 183 not out at Jaipur, or be it the Dharmashala knock in 2010, where he got 16 of the last over of Irfan Pathan. All these knocks are remembered for a lifetime. That too for MSD fans. We all live for these moments, and or be it the game against Kings XI Punjab, where he played for the Rising Pune Super Giants in 2016. He got 23 runs of the last over of Axar Patel. All these knocks justify MS Dhoni as a finisher, and as you all know, he's a leader, a legend, whatnot. One video isn't enough for justifying all his records, and you can keep talking about him. But as we all know, he's a very good wicketkeeper. Wicketkeeping is concerned, he's one of the fastest wicketkeepers the world has ever seen, and we all know about his lightning speed of stumping, and where it's so quick that the top 5 fastest stumping in the world record belongs to MSD, and this has been a great, really good performance by him. So, speaking of all his records, he's an Indian legend, as we all know, and he's been a good IPL legend. So, speaking of the capability MSD has possessed, he's given everything he could for Indian cricket, and he's done everything, and he's nothing short of a legend. Let's hope that he plays for a few more years, and he's here to entertain us, and wishing MS Dhoni a very happy birthday, and thank you for watching this video. Please do give your suggestions in the comment section below, and please do subscribe to our channel, and share this to your friends, cricketing fans, and especially MSD fans who are out here, and until next time, it's goodbye.